Hi guys, today we're going to react to KURENAI by NEMOPHILA, an ex-Japan cover.
Shadows on the wall, surrounding into the night to find her doing me. Never feel a
This is by Make Copy Request from Dan W60. Thank you, Dan, for yet another request and for your support. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Dan, for being the first in a long time to request NEMOPHILA, who isn't JM, a NEMOPHILA champion. So thank you, Dan, for this one, and also for introducing us in some way to X-Japan, which we've been looking forward to. Thank you very much. We appreciate the support.
As the song started, I thought two things. We haven't reacted to a ballad from NEMOPHILA in a long, long time. And Saki's in the lineup because this song came out on their YouTube channel somewhat 5 years ago. I love the vibe because everybody's so timid, everybody's so quiet, everybody's so respectful for the moment. And then they went into the second section. I didn't expect that because I don't know X-Japan. I had no idea that the song is structured that way. If it is structured that way, I didn't know what to expect. It was really pleasurable to listen to all the girls on their different instruments and Mayo really easing in, although I think there's somewhat of a language barrier there. I appreciate the subtitles. I won't hold it against Mayo. I love her either way. And when they went into that second section, that was like, yeah, that's the yeah, I needed that transition. That was good. I love this song so far. Beautiful.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know much of anything about X-Japan. All I know is that they are very, very influential in the Japanese metal scene. Well, rock and metal, I guess. And they've been mentioned a lot in comments, but we've never heard them. So when this started, I thought, okay, this could be like an old kind of metal ballad, but I have my doubts. I thought, I don't think so for some reason. But it was a beautiful intro with Hazuki starting off just by herself with the guitar. That was beautiful. And then Mayhem started. Soon after Mayu did the sort of the quiet part, I thought, okay, this is nice. This is really nice. And here it comes. And then we kind of paused right there.
regardless of this specific song, having Saki on board kind of reminds me what they sound like with Saki, because we mostly react to their new songs and Saki's not there. So I think this is the first time I caught myself really appreciating the difference between Saki-less NEMOPHILA and NEMOPHILA with Saki. And I love either version, but I hear it. I hear the difference with Saki. The perfect storm that they brewed up, Saki and Hazuki together. It was like the song started off as a ballad and then it turned into something a lot more energetic and then it turned into a tornado. It's like a roller coaster of a ride. And that's their expertise. Really love this performance.
One thing I noticed is Mayu's high heels. I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't notice that. No.
Which is funny because in one of the last episodes where we reacted to them, she was barefoot. Here she was wearing these massive heels. The section here when they're all just playing was magnificent. It's like there's not really a solo, I don't think, in there because they were all kind of playing together, but they were all playing the shit out of their instruments, which is amazing. And yeah, there's probably some difference, I guess, when Saki was with the band and they had the two guitars. But I don't think you can compare styles because when Saki was there, they were doing covers. Without Saki, we haven't really seen them do covers. We've seen them do original material, more recent material, and this is kind of going back. When they do covers, there's a lot of kind of, maybe, I don't know if to say even heavier stuff, just kind of different. So here, they're actually covering ex-Japan. So I don't know if I can attribute a lot of the actual song or any of it to Saki or any other member of the band, but the way they're covering it is fantastic. As always, I just love everything about them. I'm enjoying watching the girls kind of fool around a little bit as well, kind of play up to the camera a little bit, and then also kind of to each other, which is always fun to watch. I am definitely curious to hear more from and about ex-Japan and what their style was like, because they are, as far as I've heard, one of the first bands to kind of influence this sort of wave of hard rock metal in Japan. So yeah, that's kind of really cool to finally hear something from them, and this song is definitely a banger.
Yeah, I was wondering if the song sounds by ex-Japan, if it sounds like that, if it starts like a ballad and goes into this mayhem. And another thing, I didn't know to differentiate between NEMOPHILA with Saki and without Saki, that they only did covers when they were with Saki in the lineup. I didn't know to remember that from all the songs that we reacted to of NEMOPHILA.
I'm not even sure that's 100% true. Just that's how I remember it.
Yeah, I have no structure in my head of them performing that way. I can't remember if I heard him do a cover with Saki or without Saki specifically.
Another thing worth noting is that it specifies that this song is the English version of this song. So I assume that ex-Japan did two, one in Japanese and one in English, and NEMOPHILA covered the English version. Nice.
That was beautiful. It felt like at the end, like they didn't believe that they managed to come up with that performance. It's like, look at what we did. It was like they were surprised at their own prowess. I loved it. That was such an endearing moment. I don't think we've reacted to NEMOPHILA covering another band for some time. And it kind of makes me wonder about their process, maybe way back when they were with Saki or when they did perform a lot of covers. What was their process? Kind of makes me wonder about that because it makes me think about Mission Souls and their process because they do only covers, but they do that to practice, to feel like what their signature would sound like with another song. Kind of makes me think about their process.
I think it's mostly because they like to cover bands that they love and songs that they love by other bands. So yeah, it's always cool to witness because I think it just gives us a bit of an insight into who NEMOPHILA are. It's really cool to see where their influences are coming from and what kind of songs they really like. And when they perform the song, you can actually see how much they enjoy it and you can tell something. And I always like seeing them in that setting as well, where it's not quite live, not in front of an audience, it's in the studio, but they do get to kind of let loose and be themselves, which we really like to see. So another awesome one from NEMOPHILA, no question, and definitely made me extremely curious about X Japan.
Yeah, and another thing that differentiates the studio from a music video of them that we watch, when they're performing in the studio, it's not with an audience, it's them. So the studio is where they also, I imagine, practice when they're all together in the same room. So in a music video, the song is pre-recorded. They already know they're there for the show. They're there for the presentation. But in the studio, we are listening to the song and they're listening to the song that they're performing in that time. So with that particular performance, if they play it all the way through, if it's not cut and edited, if nothing goes wrong mid-recording, it's like an experience for them as well. I may be wrong, but in my mind's eye, I like to think of it as we get to see them practice and perfect a cover or an original song as they do because they are in the studio.
So guys, please check out our NEMOPHILA Reactions playlist. That's it for us for today. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode. We hope to see you all then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. I gotta go deworm my iguana.